And welcome to our next session. I'm so excited to present our next guest, my colleague and good friend, Brittany Barron, Director of Product Marketing here at ShipBob. So Brittany, have you done all of your Cyber Week shopping so far?
So I've done a lot. Got quite a few gifts purchased during Cyber Week. I honestly, if y'all haven't checked it out, our ShipBob created a gift guide, and my boyfriend and I just went through it and shopped for most people on our list. A lot of it's already here, and I brought my favorite thing that we got. These pit vipers. Pretty cool.
Yeah, pit vipers are definitely a ShipBob fave. I definitely broke the bank buying Tonys for all of the little kids in my family. They have a huge sale going on now as well, so definitely check them out. Well, on that note, I know we are on a tight schedule today. We have a lot of content coming up, but with that, Brittany, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Gina. And hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for our final event of the year, and happy holidays. To get things started, I'd love to hear in the chat where you're tuning in from and maybe what you were most excited to purchase this Cyber Week. Let's give each other the best gift recommendations so we can all help everyone that still might need to shop. There is time. So diving in, before I dive into this year's kind of takeaways, for those of you that are new to ShipBob, we help brands fulfill their orders across all of their sales channels. There are three things I want to highlight about ShipBob. First, we work with businesses of kind of all varying sizes, ranging from large mid-market brands doing several hundreds of GMV sales to the fastest growing D2C brands to folks that are just getting started. Providing all of them with access to best-in-class supply chain capabilities. Number two, we can help you optimize fulfillment operations in your own facilities with ShipBob's WMS, or you can outsource it completely to have your orders picked, packed, and shipped at over 50 fulfillment centers across the globe. And if you want to take a hybrid approach, let's say you have your own warehouse and you want to outsource demand, we can help you with that too. And then number three, we're trusted by thousands of brands globally to build a scalable, affordable fulfillment strategy and fulfill orders with seamless omnichannel connectivity. So now let's dive into the key fulfillment trends that shaped this year's Cyber Week and some key takeaways that I really think will shape next year's e-commerce landscape. So first, how did we do? What did we see this Cyber Week? Despite analyst predictions of a slower holiday sales season, Black Friday, Cyber Monday was up almost 8% versus last year. Holiday sales are still expected to reach their highest level on record at nearly $979 billion this peak season. So huge year. And online spending between Thanksgiving Day and Cyber Monday is up almost 8% this year versus last year. Some other key takeaways, while we, are going through a time of inflation, higher spend was really driven by higher demand, not inflation. And last year we reported that holiday sales seasons were getting longer. We're seeing that again this year. So consumers had a lot less urgency and excitement for doorbuster deals than we've seen historically. They were more buying throughout the month of November and throughout the Cyber Week. Black Friday sales were up nearly 7.5% to $9.8 billion, and Cyber Monday finished the day with $12.4 billion in online sales, an increase of nearly 10% year over year, making Cyber Monday the biggest online shopping day to date. And as a sign of the times, Buy Now, Pay Later was also up this year, about 47% compared to last year. So big year for Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. And what did ShipBob, what did we see across our network? Black Friday was really the biggest shopping day of the year. Compared to last year, we saw an increase of about 64% year over year growth across all of our merchants, with international sites like Australia seeing about 50% year over year growth. So it's still very strong. We averaged about 500,000 orders a day throughout our network. Some days higher than others, obviously, with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And Black Friday continued to be the biggest day for our merchants, which is what we've seen over the last 3 years. Like I said, the sales season really extended well past Cyber Week, and we saw this too as shoppers continued taking advantage of steep discounts early November and continuing, into this month. Our Black Friday, Cyber Monday bestsellers category-wise included categories like hair care, pet supplements, perfume did really well, and probiotics. And then some trending categories that we saw included jewelry. Apparel was actually up 189% overall, which is huge. Beverages and home goods also were trending this year. Zooming into regional performance, Californians were number one this year. They ordered more than any other state, with almost 12% of our total orders over Cyber Week. Looking at the entire month of November, though, Texas, where I am, 8% of all orders for November. Florida with 7%, New York with 5%, and Illinois with 3%. So these states are distributed across the US, which kind of brings me to my first tip going into 2024. When you think about this heavy buying and the distribution, you should really be thinking about where you place your inventory and how important it is to distribute inventory to get as close to those customers as possible with fast delivery. So diving more into that tip, another reason why it's important is that 62% of customers won't make a purchase unless you're offering free shipping. So in order to make it cost effective to offer free shipping, you really need to be distributing your inventory and offsetting those costs for your end customer by doing it strategically. So you can do this. ShipBob has over 50 global locations, so we make it really easy for brands to distribute within the US. Over 40 of those 50 are within the US, so all of our merchants have the ability to distribute their inventory. And we also have a way with our inventory placement program where you can really let ShipBob do all the heavy lifting for you when it comes to distribution. So our inventory placement program is what allows you to distribute your inventory without you having to manage the split inbound shipments from your manufacturer or having to identify the right fulfillment center locations. We help you and we do all of that for you. All you have to do is just send all of your inventory to one of our hubs in the US, and we'll automatically distribute that inventory for you based on the data about your customers and where they're buying from the most. And you just get to benefit from reduced operational complexity while your customers get faster and more inexpensive shipping. So this is a really great program that we've ramped up in the last year and will continue to grow next year. I do want to call out, though, distribution is super important for D2C, but you don't need to be you don't have to turn on auto distribution for every time you're sending inventory to be replenished. It's fully customizable. So if you want to use it for all of your D2C inventory, but send your B2B inventory to the location that's closest to your manufacturer or closest to that end distribution center, you can do that. So we're flexible with the program to help you distribute your inventory when it makes sense. So where were people shopping during Cyber Week? A record 200 million people shopped both in stores and online. That's a massive number of people shopping across a variety of omnichannel experiences, websites in store at places like Walmart or Ulta, marketplaces like Amazon or Etsy. So folks are shopping all over, and that's why it's really critical to create a seamless omnichannel experience so that you create positive interactions at each of these touch points anywhere that your current customers or future customers can find you. Looking at ShipBob merchants, the average ShipBob merchant fulfills from more than one channel, and nearly half sell on retail or wholesale. And we're seeing this rise dramatically year over year. This year, especially, the fastest growing sales channel for our merchants was TikTok. It's one of the fastest growing sales channels in general this year, but we saw it especially since the launch of TikTok Shop in September. And there's still time to be selling on TikTok this year. Over half of US adults ages 18 to 29 will be using TikTok to do their holiday shopping this year. So if you're not already on TikTok, get on TikTok Shop. Which brings me to my next prediction. Going into 2024, get on TikTok. Unlock it as your next sales channel. As of October, TikTok was selling about 7 million worth of products a day in the US, with a goal of reaching 10 million a day by the end of this year. Over 150 people in the US are active on TikTok, so it's one of the fastest growing end-to-end sales channels in the world. And really, by unlocking this channel, you can leverage one of the largest social media platforms as a new end-to-end sales channel. People are on it for social, but they're also on it because they're discovering brands. 70% of users discover brands on the platform. 3 out of 4 are likely to buy something while using the app, and 83% say that the platform plays a role in their purchase decisions. I'm certainly one of them. And here at ShipBob, we can definitely help you on your TikTok expansion. We are one of the partners powering Fulfilled by TikTok in the US, and we help many of our brands fulfill TikTok Shop orders, whether it's through Fulfilled by TikTok or Fulfilled by Merchant. We can help. If you aren't on TikTok yet, want to learn more, please get in touch with us. We can help you get started, introduce you to partners that can help supercharge your presence on TikTok and really maximize the most out of this up and coming platform. So much more to come on TikTok in 2024. A final takeaway that I thought was really interesting from this year is a reported 53% increase in cross-border e-commerce sales compared to last year. We saw a similar trend with about 49% of ShipBob merchants shipping cross-border. Shopify also reported top selling countries for cross-border were US, UK, Australia, Canada, and Germany, in key markets like Los Angeles, New York, and London. And overall, cross-border orders represented 15% of all global orders that Shopify saw. So very important, if you aren't already shipping cross-border today, get started in 2024. Brands will be continuing to tap their global audiences and doing it in a variety of ways next year. So you have a few different options to attract a global audience and unlock new locales and sales opportunities. Right now, if you're working with ShipBob, any one of our locations can enable you to ship cross-border to 200 plus countries, DDU. But with DDP, delivery duty paid, ShipBob, which ShipBob also offers, you can really provide a more transparent checkout experience for shoppers. They see the duties and taxes up front, and they're less likely to abandon their carts, and their orders get there to them faster without customs delays or any surprise fees. So highly recommend that if you're doing DDU today, switching to DDP to really enrich that shopper experience next year will definitely help you improve conversion. And as you continue to grow and tap into these markets, it can start to make sense to store your inventory locally. So as those sales increase, you can further reduce those carrier costs and transit times for shoppers by storing inventory locally in these global markets. We have locations in Canada, the EU, UK, and Australia, and can definitely help you with global expansion into those countries. And finally, with section, sorry, I'm echoing.
Go ahead, finish it.
Okay, all right. And then this last one I wanted to sneak in here because it's brand new, hot off the press, coming next year. For those of you that are shipping cross-border to the US, we will be starting Section 321 fulfillment from Canada and Mexico, which really helps you drive more cost efficiency for high-duty products like apparel. So more on that to come. No matter how you want to expand globally, ShipBob is here to help. And
Amazing.
that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you so much, Brittany. Some incredible insights there. And as always, just astonishing year-over-year growth for ShipBob. Our next session is with a very close partner of ours, Gorgeous. So we'll be exploring some customer experience tips and some insights that they saw over Cyber Week. I'll see you there.
I think so.